my hair looking hella smooth today. There we go. Hello, it's me again with the promised second art vlog video that I said I would make. Um, if you are new here, hello, my name is Daphne Lage, and I'm a cartoonist, illustrator, and comic book artist from New York. I am known for my furry fantasy adventure Tall Tales and my medieval fantasy comic. Well, they both are comics. Eagle Raven, Heir of the First Unicorn, which actually goes live on Kickstarter on Monday. So that's for, like I said, issue 9. So keep an eye out for that. Link is in the show notes if you want to check that out. And also, especially if you are new here, if you hear any strange noises, like the one that you're hearing right now, I share my office space with a African gray parrot and 2 parakeets, and they do whatever they want. And yeah, so if you hear odd noises in the background, that's the parrot. I guess like apparently trying to imitate the Duolingo notifications. So, so I don't know what he's doing, but he's doing it regardless. So there you have it. So, like I said, this is the second video of my art vlog, artist vlog, office vlog series. Well, since there's 2 of them now, I think that would officially make it a series, right? And what was funny was that there was an unintended consequence of me deciding to do these vlogs. And that is that I actually made it a point to try to do as much artwork as possible so that I could feature it on this video. I decided that I wanted to use these artist vlogs as a way to document exactly how much art I'm doing. And what better way to keep a tally than in each vlog actually show you what I did for the week, or in this case, since the beginning of the year, since January 1st. So I'm going to be posting the artwork here so you guys can take a look at it. So the first couple of things that I did was some House of Bob commissions. These especially came out much better than I was expecting. It's been a bit since I used traditional media because I have been so focused on doing digital work. So I was very happy with how these commissions came out. There is one in pen and ink. It's technically not finished. I do have it on my drawing board right here. I'm in the process of coloring it, but I am claiming the black and white pen and ink as a finished piece because it was the first piece that I did on January 1st. It was the first piece of 2025 that I did. So I'm counting it. I'm going to count it twice. So I'm counting the pen and ink as a finished piece. And then once I finish the color piece, I'm counting that too. So it's my vlog. I can do whatever I want. So the other things that I accomplished this week, and I finished right before I started recording this, I did my pages for Eagle Raven, Heir of the First Unicorn, issue 10. I did the first 5 pages, colored them in. If you remember from the last vlog, I explained that I have the entire 16-issue series penciled and lettered. So all I have to do is ink and pretty much color. Well, ink and color. And just put them together in the files. Get that print file going. Yeah, so the process is going smoothly. So this week I was able to do 5 pages. And which means at one more page, I will be able to start putting together the Kickstarter campaign page for issue 10. Get that started. So that's so we're moving right along. And the last thing that I did this week was ink in the first page of Tall Tales issue 7. Uh, this one, this one surprised me a bit, only because I really had to fight the urge to color it in. I've been so used to coloring that I had to keep reminding myself that this series is in black and white. So once I finished inking, I was essentially done with the page. So I was only able to get one done because I had that pretty much penciled out mostly already. I had started it on a live stream a while ago, and I'm just now, or had just now, gotten to it to ink it in. I do have issue 7 for Tall Tales lettered. So what I did was I went through the script and I started setting up the Illustrator files because that's where I letter. I color in Clip Studio Paint and then I letter the pages in Illustrator using the what's his name? Nate Pecos um formatting, as much as much I don't follow his directions precisely, but he's the one that I kind of like really learned lettering, proper comic book lettering from. So that's why I use Illustrator for that instead of trying to letter in Clip Studio Paint. So I prefer the control of an Illustrator file. And I laid out the lettering for Tall Tales issue 7 and found out that this issue is going to be 40 pages. Um, because the beauty of self-publishing comics is that we're not limited to page count if we don't have to be. It's like we're not limited technically. I can make these books however thick or thin I want. And also because of print on demand, I only have to worry about working the pages in sections of 4 as opposed to full signatures and offset, which is 8 pages. So I'm able to add pages where I need without feeling like I have to really pad out a book because I have to stretch it out 8 pages instead of 4. So because of that, so after I lettered the pages, lettered the files essentially, that there are no pages yet, I realized that issue 7 is going to be 40 pages. There's a lot of big scenes in this issue, and well, I joke that Jose wrote me the Battle of Helm's Deep in Tall Tales issues 7 and 8. So I need the space for that. I need this. I need the breathing room to make sure that nothing feels rushed, that nothing feels cramped or kind of like, squished. And like I said, because I self publish, I don't have to worry about page count. Now, of course, not for nothing, the more pages a book has, of course, the more expensive it is to print. But because Tall Tales is in black and white, the cost is not as much as if it would it would be in color. Like Ego Raven is completely in color, and each issue, except for one issue, is 32 pages. I think I have one issue. I think it's issue 12. I think it's issue 12 that's 36 pages. It's either 32, 4, 5. Yeah, it's 36 pages because remember, you have to add 4 whenever you have to work in fours whenever you're doing print on demand. So it's going to be 36 pages, but that's the only issue where I felt that it needed the extra pages. So, I'm not too concerned about the extra cost of that, but we try to keep I try to keep that type of uh layout to a minimum. It's like I'm not the type to do 24-page comics. Jose keeps saying that's like, oh well, if you squish the story down to 24 pages, you'd have it's less pages you have to do, and you would have gotten the series done faster. And I go, yeah, but the story is not 24 pages. So, I would rather pay the extra cost to make sure that I'm doing the story justice, that I'm spacing the story the way it should be, then force a story into a smaller page count to save money. Like I said, it's the beauty of self-publishing that we can make these decisions. So that's what's going on there. So yeah, so also the thing is with Tall Tales is that the only reason why I only had one page inked out is that it's not drawn out, like it's not sketched out at all. It's not laid out in sketch form at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these lettered pages and bring them into Clip Studio Paint so that I have a rough idea as to where the word balloons are going to go, and then do my layouts around the word balloons. And then just do the issue from there. So I'm thinking of sketching everything out first and then going back and then just inking them. I'm not, well, the thing is, though, depending on how the sketches come out, I might do it scene by scene, depending, I think in the end, it just depends on how I feel. It's like, if I'm feeling like, what, let me lay out the issue and then, turn back and then ink in one go. But I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure if I'm going to do that. My original idea was to work both 7 and 8 at the same time, to kind of like, just work the layout straight through both issues and then ink through both issues. But I'm the type that I need to break up certain tasks. Like, I don't know, like for this one, like for Ego Raven, I was able to sketch through all 16 issues. Like, I was on a mission. I felt like I was on a mission with that series. Like, let me get to the end. I need to get to the end. But with these 2 issues, I don't know. I'm kind of feeling I might break it down into bite-sized portions where maybe I do 8 pages at a time, or a scene at a time. Let's put it that way. Finish a scene and then ink in that scene, so that I have inked pages, and then just kind of like creep forward that way. Yeah, but in the end, I'm not really sure. It really depends on what I'm feeling at the time. So yeah, so technically, officially, Tall Tales, I have started work on Tall Tales, although those 2 issues are not going to be finished until the end of the year. Like, I'm looking to have issue 7 finished in the next 6 months, and then issue 8 in the next 6 months after that, so that I can have them ready at the end of the year. Because by finishing those 2 issues, I complete volume 2 of Tears of the Mother. So we just released volume 1, which collected issues 1 through 4. I have issues 5 and 6 already, so we just need 7 and 8, and then we finish off volume 2, which closes out the story arc. So yeah, so my goal for, as I stated in the previous video, my goal for this year is to finish volume 3 of Eager Raven. I already have issue 9. Again, goes live on Kickstarter on Monday. I'm working on issue 10 now. I just need 11 and 12, and then that'll close out volume 3. And then that would leave me 4 issues left to finish the series, which I think is a little crazy. That it's like, holy moly. It's like, finally, like at the end of the tunnel here. But it's still a way to go. So what else? So work-wise, that's pretty much what's going on in my glorious 19 square feet of office, pretty much. Figured out how to arrange the wire on this lav mic so that as I'm moving, it's not pulling the phone with it. Like I know that I should be using a wireless, but so far I've been doing pretty well with not spending money on stuff that I technically don't need. The microphone works just fine. So all I had to do was just put a hair clip to clip the wire in place on the stand, and that keeps the wire from moving. So so it's like, yes. So you know what? If it works, don't. If it ain't broke, right? Don't fix it, right? As tempting as it is to want to buy the latest gadgets, sometimes it's not necessary. For a while, I have been talking about. Well, I have been planning on getting a second monitor, so that I can use the extra space while I'm working. And I was really holding off on doing that. And as of yesterday, as you can see in the background here, I now have my second monitor. And the best thing about it is that it cost me $3. It was free. It was free. It's actually a television set. It's a little television set that I'm using as a second monitor, but I do have a Roku set up to it. So now I have a separate screen that I can watch movies and YouTube and stuff and not take up the valuable real estate on my main screen here. So I can have all my nonsense going on over here so I can listen to it or whatnot, and then have my workspace as my workspace. And the best part about it is that I didn't have to spend any money on it. It's like someone was getting rid of it. I just happened to be there, and it works perfectly. And like I said, it was free. So sometimes it's best to just have a little patience and wait. And sometimes the thing that you don't want to spend money on will end up falling in your lap. So that worked out. So that's it for me today. Um, like I said, I'm a little surprised by the unintended consequences of me actually trying to get as much work done, just so I can add it to this vlog archive, um, so that I have a record of what I did this week. Um, so yeah, so this is episode 2 of this artist vlog. Thank you for joining me today. You can do anything you wanted with your 20 minutes. And thank you. And you spent it with me and my parrot. And I'm very appreciative of that. Um, Judging from the numbers, it seems that you all do like this format. Yeah, so I think that that's a lot of encouragement to continue this series. So, if you made it to the end, last week you guys just completely threw all the shrimps into the comments. You know what? It's like because the parrot is being being a parrot. Let's put a if you made it this far, put a parrot or a bird, any bird emoji in the comments. So let's do that. So let's see all the bird emojis in the comments. so so thank you so much for joining me on this artist vlog. If you want to see more of my work and find out more of upcoming campaigns and all that stuff, you can go to my portfolio site at egoworks.com, EGOWORKS. Uh, but I mostly post to Facebook. If you are interested in seeing all the work in progress and everything, pretty much everything, as I'm finishing it. Um, so yeah, so make sure you check out my Facebook. Um, if you want to learn more about my comics, if you want to learn more about Eagle Raven and Tall Tales, you can actually read them for free on Webtoon. So Eagle Raven is on. Thank you. Eagle Raven is on Webtoon. It updates every Tuesday, and Tall Tales is also on Webtoon, and that updates every Thursday. So you can check out both my series for free. And remember that Eagle Raven issue 9 goes live on Monday on Kickstarter. So that way you can read the comic so far on Webtoon and then check out the campaign when it goes live. All the links are in the show notes below. Thank you again, everybody, and I'll see you next time.